I don't even know what to say, except I knew it. I knew that he was going to choose Queens. It wasn't just the money. It was the fact that Steve Cohen is now the owner. Farm system, David Stearns, Carlos Mendoza. The culture is changing. The Mets were the surprise team last season. They were one of the most dynamic, exciting teams. I'm not saying he didn't have fun in the Bronx or enjoyed his time being a New York Yankee, but if you can be able to get the money, the environment, you can be the beacon of change. I talked about this on my show that you can be the beacon of change on a team, in a franchise where if you win a championship with the Yankees, you're just another Yankee. You win a championship with Boston, you can join that lineage in Boston. But if you win a championship with the Mets, bruh, it's a completely different dynamic. It's a completely different situation. So I always had a feeling, years of seeing this kid in Washington. Yo, Juan Soto looks like he likes the big time. He likes the big stage. Then Steve Cohen gets here, and Juan Soto's on the trade block, and we're like, all right, let's see what we got in our farm system. They didn't want to empty the cabinet. I get it. This was always the guy for the Mets. And this was Steve Cohen's moment as an owner. This is why he bought the team. This is one of the craziest moments in New York sports history. You didn't get a guy that was 37 years old coming to Queens. You got a guy 26 years old. One of the greatest on-base guys we've ever seen in the game. 8 WAR, 180, what is it, WR plus or whatever it is, WRC plus. These numbers are ridiculous. And for people to kind of poo-poo this, saying, oh, the guy's not worth it. He is. For what he's going to bring to this franchise in regards to seats, in regards to just attention, he wanted this. Obviously, Scott Boras was hired so he can be able to get the number that he was looking for. Oh, Tiny got that? I'm just as good. This is, like I said, man, as a Mets fan, I don't even know how to feel. I remember when the Boston Red Sox won that World Series against the Cardinals, and everybody was like, yo, that's crazy. Red Sox fans didn't even know how to feel. They were happy, but they were like, yo, all this losing that we've done, all of these tears, all of this frustration that we had. Growing up a Boston Red Sox fan was like built in, that you were just frustrated. You got that passed down to you. It's the same thing being a Mets fan, except severely elevated. We only got 2 championships in our history. We've seen more pain and heartbreak than a lot of fan bases, man. We don't get wins like this. The last time I had a feeling like this was when Mike Piazza got here. And then we got, Francisco Lindor. Now we got Juan Soto. Let's talk about the contract. I mean, it's going to go up to possibly $800 million. So 800 over 15 years works out to $53 million a year. That's $13 million more than Aaron Judge is making. $7 million more than technically Ohtani's making. I'm okay with it. That's fine. This guy, if he wasn't worth it, you wouldn't have teams bidding like this. So where do the Mets go from here? Well, they're going to go ahead and shore up their pitching. I can see a Walker Bueller signing. I can see a Nathan Eovaldi signing. I can see them going for Soroka. I can see them getting these ancillary moves. They're not gonna make any big splashes outside of Pete. Pete comes back. Pete gets the job. I don't know how much Pete gets though. I think we're looking at anywhere between 5 years. I think he settles for 155 to 160. I mean, the same deal that was on the table for him, I think is still going to be there. If he wants to go ahead and shop around, it's fine. But Pete has to come back, and you know he has to. Um, bringing back a Jesse Winker, bringing back, just shoring up the bench. This is unheard of, man. This is, like I said, I don't even know how to feel. As a Met fan, I don't even know how to feel. My phone is going crazy. My phone is blowing up. Everybody's calling, texting. I've been talking about this for a very long time. And I just feel justified, man. The feeling, the vibe that's been around this team, bro. But there's also another person I'd like to talk about too, and that's the Mick. Boston Red Sox fans, I don't even hate y'all. I got no shade against Boston. I respect Boston. But you got guys like him that put your fan base in a bad light. Dudes that want to make themselves a name off lies and being a fraud. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. But man, where do Yankees turn now? I mean, look, trades. I'm sure they can be able to go out on the trade market and see if they can be able to get somebody. Throwing money into guys that you don't think are big time players like Santander, or you know that there's just not much really out there. But we'll see. We'll see how they pivot and what they do. But this is Queens, man. This is a Queens night. Like, you got any homies that's in Queens, man? Make sure you call them up and say, "Yo, I don't even know baseball. I don't even." But yo, I heard y'all got like a Jordan type or something. Like, yeah, Juan Soto's that guy. He's that guy, and him and Lindor are gonna be teammates for a very, very long time. Shouts to Queens, shouts to the Mets, shouts to Steve Cohen, shouts to David Stearns, shouts to all my Met fans out there that have been in the trenches and praying and hoping for change. Change is here. The only question is, how are we gonna handle it? We are no longer the mom and pop shop in Major League Baseball. We are going to be the destination. We're going to be the Dodgers soon. I respect the Dodgers, man. I like what they're doing over there. The deferred payments, hey, it is what it is. But yo, I want that type of smoke. I want to be them. I want to be the place where people say, yo, free agency, trade, I want to go there. I like what they're doing over there. Oh, casinos is getting built over there. Oh, big money's over there now. All right, cool. That's what I want to see. Change is happening right now. Juan Soto, he saw it. Scott Boras, he saw it. And this is one of those things like Scott Boras is like, yo, it didn't work out with Correa, but don't worry, I got you. Something big is coming. I got you. So, salute to all my Met fans out there, man. Nothing more to say, but let's go Mets. I'm just a kid from Queens. I'm just a kid from Queens that saw it. I'm just a kid from Queens that's seen the vision and seen exactly what the play was. I didn't make any crazy predictions and set sources. I'm not gonna go out there and do that bullshit. But what I'm gonna do is say that I had a feeling, just knew it. Juan Soto, New York Met. That sounds crazy, but damn good at the same time. Shouts to, you know, Shouts to everybody that appreciates the show and watches the show. So I'll see y'all in the next pod this week. It's gonna be a lot to talk about.